Hey guys, welcome back. I am doing some prep work for our dinner for tomorrow night, and this probably is one of my most popular recipes on the blog. It is my honey lime chicken. It is just so good. And what I love about it, it's just a few simple staple ingredients that you already probably have on hand that you can whip this up in no time flat. I have already put in, for the sake of time, a cup of honey, a cup of mayonnaise, and some salt and pepper. You're gonna wanna mix this around. Now, I do have to tell you, I had a girlfriend who just cannot stand mayonnaise. And when she saw me just whipping this up at the kitchen, she was like, oh, hold on a minute. And I said, no. This chicken does not, if you don't like mayonnaise, this has absolutely no mayonnaise taste to it. The purpose of the mayonnaise is to coat the chicken to keep it really tender as it's cooking, and it works with the flavor combination. So I have that. I also need some limes. So I'm going to zest one of the limes. I just love that green speckle right there in my marinade. And this is a zester. So I'm just gonna do this and put this down on top of my dish I got here with all my marinade stuff. And I usually marinate this most of the day. You don't have to, you can do it for a few hours. I'm a big proponent on as long as I can for the chicken to sit in the marinade. I find that I like the flavors of it. But if you're on a time crunch, just do a few hours and you should be good. So now I'm going to go ahead and slice this lime. I'm also going to slice this lime. And I'm going to put all of this juice down into this jar. All right, I've got my last bit of lime that I'm squeezing into my glass jar over here. And then we also want to do some fresh garlic. If you have small garlic, I would do about 4. These are good sized garlic pieces. So I'm just gonna do 3 large ones. I just find it easy just to grate right over top. If you have a garlic press, that works too. Again, we're just trying to get all of these flavors right down into it. I've also chopped already a 1/4 cup of parsley. I like the Italian flat leaf parsley better than the curly one. Again, just a preference. So I'm going to now put the parsley in. I'm gonna give it a quick stir. Get all that good stuff down in here. And basically the marinade is done. So you have the mayonnaise, you have the lime, you have the honey, some garlic, some parsley, salt and pepper. I'm just gonna stir this around. Because of the lime, it really does make it thin. One thing that I do love to do is I like to take this and reserve about 2 tablespoons of this marinade, and you mix it with a little bit of sour cream, and it makes an amazing drizzle that goes down on the chicken. I have brought this to so many parties. One of the other ways that I love to do this is do it on kebabs. So if you do it on kebabs, you can then have, my favorite way to do it is the chicken, some peppers, some onions, and you kind of have your own little dinner right there that you can throw on the grill. But when you do it in a kebab and you bring it to a party, it's great put a little toothpick, you put a little bit of this marinade with a little bit of the sour cream. It's a dipping sauce. It's perfect and everybody loves it. I have already pre-measured my favorite 4 spices, which is the salt, the pepper, the garlic powder, and the onion powder. And I am just going to season all of this, the chicken. I have a combination of chicken breasts and chicken thighs because I have some family members like chicken thighs, some like chicken breast. I'm not going to flip them over just because it's going into the bag anyways. I just want to make sure that I do get the flavors on the chicken. All I'm going to do is put this in a Ziploc bag. I just find that it's easier, takes up less mess. It's easy to transport to the grill. So my husband can just take the tongs right inside the bag, place it on the grill, and it's easy. If not, you can put it in, just a bowl or whatever you want with some saran wrap over top. All right, so I've got all of my chicken. I like lots of spice, guys. I shouldn't say not heat spice. I just like a lot of flavor. There's nothing worse to me than a piece of chicken that just doesn't have any flavor in it. So I have my plastic bag. I'm going to put all of my chicken thighs, chicken breast, all down on top of here. I'm gonna pour the marinade down on top. I'm just going to kind of work the marinade throughout all of the chicken. I'll put it in the fridge, let this marinate as long as possible, and then I'll be back to show you how to pop it on the grill and cook it. All right, so I just went to the fridge. I pulled the chicken out. I like to let the chicken rest for a little bit out on the counter just because I don't want to put cold chicken on the grill. It just helps it to cook a little bit more evenly. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you, I did set aside some of the marinade because I wanna make the dipping sauce. So I have about 2 tablespoons, and then I'm gonna take just a little bit of sour cream, anywhere from 1/4 of a cup to 1/3 of a cup. You're just gonna put that down. All it does is just thins out the sour cream, and you have a really yummy dipping sauce to put down all over your chicken, your veggies, whatever you have for that night. It just kind of complements and puts the whole meal together. So my hubby has been outside doing the grill, and we'll join him outside and show you how to cook the chicken up. Okay guys, my husband has got the temperature on the grill at 350 degrees. We're gonna go ahead and put this on, and we're gonna cook it 8 minutes per side. Okay, they've been on the grill for 8 minutes. He's just flipping them, and we're gonna cook them for additional 8 minutes. Alrighty guys, the chicken just came off the grill. It did take, remember, 350 degrees, 8 minutes on one side, 8 minutes on the other. We tend to like thinner chicken breasts in this family. If you do like thicker chicken breasts, you wanna make sure that you do check that internal temperature, because chicken needs to be at 165 degrees. Okay, I have my yummy dipping sauce that I have my chicken. I'm gonna drizzle this down on top. We're gonna go ahead and serve this with some veggies, and dinner is done. Again, guys, as with all of my videos, in the description box, there is a link to my website that has the exact instructions, directions, everything you need for my recipes. So if you go ahead, click that link, go under entrees, and the honey lime chicken will be there. Thank you guys for following along, and I'll see you for the next recipe.